Hello, welcome again to Invictus Porsche. Well, it's not really a Porsche, it's an Audi R8 here with us, and we'll just do sort of an overview and some sort of a review of this generation 2 Audi R8. Before we can get into this review, please don't forget to press that subscribe button, gives us a thumbs up. Whatever money we make off YouTube gets donated all to charity, so do help us support with growing this community. Thank you. The Audi R8 was first manufactured by the German manufacturer Audi AG in 2006 first, and they obviously had the first iteration which came in a manual with a Tiptronic gearbox, and then later down the years in about I think 2008 to 2011 they had the second iteration, so this is the second iteration on a 2014 plate. Looking at it from this beautifully elegant clean lines that run all the way through the Audi R8, you probably wonder what is it based on. Well, it's based on the Lamborghini Gallardo, well, this generation of it, and presently it's based on the Lamborghini Huracán. Apologies for getting the facelift variant being introduced in 2010 to 2011. As a matter of fact, it was in 2012. The other really interesting fact about it is that this was the first production car in 2006 with fully operating LED headlamps. And the other really nice cool thing about it is that the Audi R8 was Tony Stark, played by Robert Downey Jr., to have the R8 as his personal vehicle throughout the 6 Marvel Cinematic Universe films. So that's something quite cool to know. But you know, it's such an eye-catching car. I mean, the attention it brings and the way it looks and how imposing it is. And I think really to do a car like this justice, we need to just jump into it and drive it, because I think I've done enough of, you know, just talking about it and just sort of telling you what an eye-catching car it is. Well, let's find out what it's like to drive. Oh, I love how it sounds when you start it. That sound right from the get-go is absolutely beautiful to the ear as well, at least. Headlights on, in reverse, and I am very much looking forward to driving this. From the get-go, it's extremely surprising to know how comfortable something like this is. You know, I've driven the likes of the Aston Martin Vantages, the DB9, and obviously quite a few Audi R8s, and for some reason I've always felt that the Audi R8 gets that, you know, balance between power and comfortability absolutely perfect. I mean, this is a car you can genuinely and easily daily drive, as opposed to, and be quite comfortable into it, as opposed to some of the other cars that I've mentioned in this list. Despite those cars actually being built as Grand Touring cars, you know, it's just my opinion, because I think they in some ways probably have a bit too much power. And now, talking about power, this brings me to my favorite subject of this having the 4.2 litre V8 naturally aspirated engine, which produces, in my opinion, the perfect blend of power. That perfect blend of power, by that I mean the V8 naturally aspirated 4.2 litre engine produces 424 brake horsepower. Torque wise is 430 Newton meters of torque. I just love this car, and I love how great it sounds. It's beautiful. And one of my other really favorite things about it is this is the R8 Spider. Never really been a fan or very keen on the coupe version, despite having quite a few of the coupe versions, because if you are going to have something, you might as well have it in the convertible so you can really enjoy it and get the best out of it. And now about the 0 to 60, this does it in a splendidly, pace of 4.6 seconds, which I wouldn't say is superbly quick, but it is quick enough for a sports car without, breaking the, speed limits. Nowadays, they're quite strict in that regard. The top speed out of the 4.2 litre engine is 188 miles per hour. But this car is all about what it's like to drive. So it handles well, sounds absolutely I'm lost for words here. Just good. Despite it being a slightly cold evening, I wouldn't pass on the opportunity of driving an R8, and I'm not going to pass on the opportunity of driving it and reviewing it, because I have absolutely loved these cars, ever since they came out. And one of the beautiful thing about the R8 is how the roof opens and closes. It's like watching something out of Iron Man. Now you probably wonder what sort of MPG you get out of this. Well, don't expect for crazy good MPG. Just love the sound. Combined MPG, you're looking at between 14 to 21 miles per gallon, depending on your style of driving. And motorway, you're looking at close to 30 miles per gallon. Who buys one of these as if you're going to be driving it around thinking it's a Toyota Prius? Go and do one if that's your aim. And also this is an extremely comfortable car, pretty well spec'd on the outside, on the inside. I mean, just the body kit alone on this is worth a fair bit of money, because it looks like it's in a league of its own from a styling point of view. Exterior, it's got my white color, and the alloys are in this beautiful splendid bronze color, almost, depending on the type of a day it is, almost looking as if it's satin black or matte black. And now on the inside, it's got everything you need in a car like this. It's got climate control, navigation system, radio, the seats are heated. You've got a button there that you could use to adjust the suspension. And one of my other favorite things about it is the wind deflector right here. That's absolutely fantastic. And all in all, it's got the flat bottom multifunctional steering wheel. But all in all, this has everything you would want in a car, in a sports car. Yes, I love Porsches, but when you see something like this, you might not get what a Porsche can offer you. But this is a different car, and it's for a different sort of group of people or category of people, and this is what they want, this is what they like, and it brings attention, it looks great, and it's eye-catching, and just the length of time that these cars have been around for and how well it's done is credit to Audi for having the R8 as their flagship car. So I hope I've done some justice to reviewing the Audi R8, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the review. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, and I hope you guys stick around for future reviews, just so you know whatever money we make out of our YouTube channel, because it's now monetized, it all gets donated to a charity called Noble Connection. They do some fantastic work out in Afghanistan, as I personally am from Afghanistan, and credit to Noble Connection, for getting orphans, kids that are unemployed, working on the street, trying to support their families to actually into schools, so that our country, Afghanistan, could have a better future. It's one of the poorest countries in the world, so they need every bit of help they could possibly get out there. So thank you very much. I hope you can stick around for future videos, and keep an eye out for more content down the line.
Good. So that was good.
Just do that code first and mate.
Woo! Woo!